Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be having a look at what I think is the best light tank in tier 10. Now, this was a difficult choice, only because a lot of the light tanks are completely different in terms of playstyle. Like, you've got this tank right here, the Batchat, an autoloader, fantastic tank. This was, one of my choices for a long time at being the best light tank. And then you've got the Sheridan. Again, it's a fantastic tank, really quick, and it has that big alpha. And then of course you've got the standard tanks. The T100 Light was the best for a very long time. It had the DPM of a medium, but also with all the light tank capabilities. And then Wargaming released the RHM Panzerwagen. Now, this tank currently, I think, honestly, it is the best light tank in tier 10. Now, of course, everyone has their own opinions, and you may not have the same opinion as me. That is absolutely fine. So we're going to look at the Panzerwagen. Why I think it is the best light tank at the moment. Of course, it is a light tank, so it does have that concealment in movement. It also has tracer shells, and it also has the adaptive concealment. So all three of them mechanics for this one tank. It doesn't have any armor, so do bear that in mind. Literally 72 on your turret, 62 on your hull. It is very juicy. Your DPM is just shy of 3,000. That is with calibrated shells, so you can get that to around 3,200, which is very good for a light tank. Your reload is 6.61 seconds. Your penetration is 241 on your APCR, 328 on your heat, and 65 on your HE. So if you don't run calibrated shells, the penetration really is not good. That's the only negative really about this tank. You've got a 330 alpha, 280 on your heat, and 430 on your HE. Your aim time is very good at 2.5, and your gun dispersion is okay at 0.317. However, if you do run it with the refined gun, you then get really good aim time and really good gun dispersion. So your aim time goes to 2.6, which is still really good, but your gun dispersion goes to 0.269. You do have a very nice 10 degrees of gun depression, with a top speed of 69 kilometers per hour. So your average speed is 45. So, 69 kilometers per hour is a very quick tank indeed. If you play it right, it can be a brutal of a tank. And not just that, but it's fun. It can be fun to play as well, It's a fast tank, good DPM, and you can get around the map very quickly. And that is what I love about the Batchat. It's very quick. It's the autoloader. It's the fact that you can bang, and then run around the map and be somewhere else within the next 15 seconds. So the Batchat was my number one choice for a very long time. Like I said, I absolutely love the Batchat. I think it is a fantastic tank. And to be fair, it was a very close option between both tanks. But I went for this tank because I do think currently it is just a little bit better, but a little bit different. It's hard to compare the Batchat with this tank, because they are completely different tanks. That's like comparing the Jaeger to the not to a grill, but to a E4, like a Jaeger to an E4, or a Death Star to an E4, or a grill to an E4. They are completely different tanks, and it's very hard to sort of put alongside each other and pick a best. But we are talking about light tanks at the end of the day, so that is why we made the video. So this is the last one. I've done it for heavies, I've done it for tank destroyers, I've done it for mediums, and we even done it for super heavies, because they are sort of in a different class. But it's the end of my list. And again, this is my list. You know, this is what I think, and I'm sure you guys will have completely different opinions. And again, that is absolutely fine. Like, it's good, and it's good to see. I would rather have all these different opinions. So, you know, write in the comments below, what do you think is the best light tank in tier 10 at the minute? And there is no right or wrong, you know. There is, unless you're literally going by statistics, which we're not. These videos, we're not going by statistics. This is just opinion. So let me know in the comments what you think is currently the best light tank in the game, or the most fun. You know, it don't have to just be the best, it's the most fun tank as well. So if I was talking just about most fun, then I would have probably gone with the Bat Chat, because I do think the Bat Chat is a very, very fun tank to play. But if you're talking about the whole package, then that is where I've sort of decided to go with this tank. Apart from the armor, you know, it'd be nice to have a bit of turret armor or something, especially if you want to use the 10 degrees of gun depression. But if you had armor on this thing, then yeah, it probably would be a little bit overpowered. With the DPM, the speed, the gun depression, everything like that, I definitely think it would be a little bit overpowered. Again, the only really negative for the tank, like I've said, it is the penetration isn't great with the tank. Again, if you don't run calibrated shells, you're struggling to even break 300 pen on your heat. So yeah, it's not great. It's not great considering you've got tank destroyers out there that do over 400. With this tank, you do struggle to hit over 300 millimeters if you don't run calibrated shells. So you have to sacrifice the DPM on this tank. Like, you have to, just to get that penetration. And again, if you use HE, yes, it's not the best HE, but if you use HE, it will pump up your damage. So we are going to get lucky against this TVP here, and mainly because we decided that we wanted to use HE. So I know he's going to be on a reload, so I knew he couldn't take me out because he'd already taken a couple of shots. So now he's on a reload, I have to get these few shots in. I need to get 2 more shots. So I went with the APCR there just to guarantee, because he's not showing me his side. And luckily, just before he reloads, we do manage to take him out. And again, if you don't look at your damage on a tank like this, and a lot of tanks really, you can really pump up that damage very quickly. Now that there was a poor HE shot into that grill, just over 300, when another HE I'd done against the AMX 50B was over 500. So that was a poor HE shot. But overall, this game, we've still done 3,300 damage. I just want to farm as much as I can from this Foch, but of course I want to make sure that he is not looking at me. But considering it's a 5 versus 1, he's full hit points, I just want to get as much damage as I can into this guy, and to the point I don't even really mind if he kills me. He can kill me because we're going to win. As long as I can get a little bit more damage, he can kill me, and honestly, I don't mind. But of course, I'd rather he not kill me just so I can get a bit more damage. So far, well, not so far, but 4,300, and we are going to get the final shot there. So 4,600 damage, and we got that fairly easy. We got that very, very easy indeed. So again, let me know in the comments below what you think is the best tier 10 light tank in the game at the moment. But this is my choice, and that is what I have gone with. A pretty decent tank, a fun tank to play, and that is why I have chose this tank. So let me know in the comments below. But for now, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all soon. Bye-bye.